Hello everyone, fB here to bring you another edition of fB's weekly race. This is an endurance race that I host every Saturday, which lasts for about 1 hour on a track that's released just before the race goes live. The track used is a mixture of different styles that you find in stadiums, such as tech, dirt, speed, obstacles, etc. No registration is needed to participate, simply join the server before starting time and you will be eligible to play. We're seeing some warm-ups right now on this week's track, which is Boss Wave by El Wermo. At the moment I'm no longer accepting maps for the race, since I got so many to go through. I'll let you know once I'm accepting maps once again. Before the race goes live, I also want to mention that I run a time attack competition on the most recently used map. To participate, upload your best replay of the map to Mania Exchange. The deadline is set to 2 PM CST on Saturday. More information about this race can be found below the stream or VOD. And we are about 1 minute 40 seconds left before we start the race. We got 182 players that will be driving. Might be some players that will have their game crash before we start, but hopefully we will have about 180 players, which is really cool. And one of those players will be Sand. We don't have the last week's winner Omnipod's driving, he was not able to attend, but Sand, who took second, is driving, so I'll be following him through the first lap. We also got some other notable players, so let's see if we got Javi Flyer driving. Doesn't look like it. Javi Flyer, who took third last week. No, doesn't look like he's driving, or I'm just missing him. So we are less than 1 minute before we start. This will be 23 laps. The map is about 2 minutes in length, so it should be around 1 hour in length for the race. Once first place finishes, there will be a 15-minute timer for everyone else to finish as well. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Other notable players, we got Spam driving, who's won the race a couple of times. He's won it 2 times, been on the podium 8. Shorty and Sand actually tied now for most amount of podium placements with 13 times. Shorty is driving, I think I saw him drive. He might be further back in the pack. But yeah, we are going live now in 5 minutes, so good luck and fun to all the players. I will disable the chat, of course. And if you want to chat after the race is over, just join my Twitch chat. But yeah, people are writing good luck and fun, and I will disable the chat now. Right, good luck and fun myself. And let's follow Sand in this first lap. Sand, again, been on the podium 13 times in total, has won the race 7 times, only behind Race Hans, who's won it 9 times. So he's very experienced, had a lot of success in the race, and I guess many people will expect him to do well in this race as well. But we are live now into the race. 176 players will start, so a couple of players did have their game crash, unfortunately. But still, that's a good amount of people who will drive. So following Sand here through the first lap. And this map is pretty easy. Got a lot of tech and speed. Mostly that, not so much obstacles or dirt. And you see Sand going up in the lead. In the early beginnings, got Jinx and Link behind him, some French players. And then we see some grass podge here, followed by some dirt, and then some tech again. And soon enough we will enter a small speed section as well. Sand is actually off to a really good start. Oh, but then he hits the side of the checkpoint. I spoke too soon, and as you see, one mistake will make you lose a lot of time and a lot of positions, especially in the early start here. It's definitely not over for Sand though. He can make a comeback for sure. And then we have a small obstacle part here, not that much obstacle in this week's track. And it's pretty easy. And here's the speed section, which is not very long. It's one loop followed by a wall ride, and then one more loop. Then the speed section is over. And we are back to some tech, or speed tech rather. There's a lot of speed, and keep your speed a lot here in these turns. And Sand is now getting closer to going through the first lap. Currently at 18th place. Here's the last turn, can be a bit tricky. See Sand doing it really good. And was able to pass a couple of players. So that's the first lap. And right now, the person who's in the lead is Shark for VSP, also drives for DDR. Has not won the race, but has been on the podium once, I do believe. He's been third one time. So still looking to win the race for the first time. Let's see if he can do that. We got Tom just behind him. Tom has not been on the podium before. Nope. And then at third place, Shorty is driving. Okay, so Shorty, of course, tied with Sand for most amount of podium positions with 13 times. Has only won the race once, which is pretty remarkable. Has been second in total 9 times. So Shorty known for taking second place. And he also gets stuck in a checkpoint. That checkpoint there is kind of tricky. So he will lose a couple of positions, down to 9th place right now. He enters the obstacle part. And as you can see, it's a very, very close race. We also see Edward driving. He's just ahead of Shorty right now. Shorty actually might have passed him now. Nope, there he is. Edward has been on the podium once, 3rd place. See a mistake there from Dido. And Spam is also doing well, currently at 2nd place, just behind Shark, who keeps his 1st. And we are about to enter lap 3 now. Good landing there from Shorty, but Edward with more speed. Sand up to 5th place now after his early mistake. So he's definitely still in it. It's only 6 seconds between 1st and 22nd place right now, so very close race. And as we are here in the start of the race, I also want to mention that after the race is over, I will give out 2 stadium demo keys in my Twitch chat. I will ask 2 trivia questions about the race, and whoever asks correctly first will win a key that will last for 1 week. So if you want to participate in that, just be in my Twitch chat. Let's follow Sand through this lap. He has gone up to 3rd place now, so good stuff here by Sand. Oh, then hits the ceiling. It's gonna cost him a bit, not too much though, because Shorty I think did the same mistake. So these guys are neck and neck, and then Spam just ahead, and Shark now with a 2-second lead. That is pretty noteworthy. That means that Shark has probably mastered the track already. Might know some details that the other players might not know. Sometimes we see that happening in the races. Sand soon into lap 4. Important to build up a lot of speed over this long stretch here in the start, and also so you have speed going into the next lap. And Sand does pretty well. Here's another notable player that's driving the race for the first time, Haki Jr. for Suba. And doing pretty well so far, currently at 12th place. I think he said before the race that if he won the race, then he would get Kubai's iPhone. So I guess they had a deal. We'll see if Haki Jr. can do that. Only a handful of players has actually won their first race that they participated in. Let's see if I can count them all up. Wally, who won the first race. Sand, who won the second race. Race Hans, of course. who else? We got Omnipods, and then Marius A9, and then also, of course, Voyager, who won just a couple of weeks ago. So I guess that's 6 players. I think that is all players that has won the first race that they participated in. So it's a small club. You see, Hockey Junior has gone up to 9th place. Oh, but that's not good. Actually, kept the speed pretty well here, so never mind. Still at 9th place, though, going into the speed section. And if you're wondering why there's no audio for the cars, that's a bug with the game. It's back now. The engine is also really low. The grip sounds are really loud. So Hockey Junior about to enter the next lap, and we see Sand with a new local record, 1 minute 52 seconds, 58 hundredths. That is a very fast time. Actually, let's take a look at the local records right now. So yeah, we see Sand with the best time, Mars A9 at 2nd, and Shark at 3rd. And I guess now that we have played through a couple of laps, we can go through the current top 22. So Shark is in the lead, ahead of Sand at 2nd and Marius A9 at 3rd. Then we got Spam at 4th, Tom at 5th, Hockey Junior at 6th, Link at 7th, Shorty at 8th, Edward at 9th, Dex at 10th, Fuzzy at 11th, Dido at 12th, Boss Wanted at 13th, Maxi at 14th, Smee at 15th, Kilburn at 16th, Weirser Bagel at 17th, Dovi at 18th, Batiste Starko at 19th, Triple X at 20th, Sneak at 21st, and Zach at 22. And I also like to go through the pages to give some attention to other players who are driving in the race. And we got ranked, currently at 31st place. Drives for Fun Team in STC, but otherwise is a member of Führer, a French organization. Next page we have WAG for THE, also drives for Team Netherlands in Nations Cup, I think. At 45th place got Vladdy in front and Mentos behind. Next page we got Nat for Air at 57th place. 58th now got Valilesio in front and Nix behind. Next page we got CZZ for Cyborg at 73rd place, got Make Love in front and Mickey behind. And of course the players can see how far ahead and behind they are of their nearest rivals. They got a plugin for that, so it's very useful. Let's see here, next page we got Trippy, Swedish player, might be a new player. Usually for every race we got about 20 newcomers, so it might be the case for this race as well. We got over 700 players who have participated in the race now, and actually after this race is over we might have over 800 players, we'll see. Next page we got Keek, also a Swedish player and also I think a newcomer to the race. I could be wrong though, but sounds like a new name to me. Got Yuke in front and Kivo behind. Next page we got Nashru from United States of America. Got no team, is at 115th place and got Croquette behind our head and then Ellie behind. Next page we got Peak, another player from USA at 133rd place. I think is driving the race for the first time. Got Laximus in front and Weeks behind. See if I can find the current last player. We already got about 20 players who have dropped out of the race. See here. Blue is one of them. I think Dutchy might be the current last player at 151st place. The record of amount of people finishing the race is about 130, I think, so I don't think we will beat that. Usually more people will quit the race or have their game crash. Unfortunately that is very common. but maybe we'll have over 100 players at least. Alright, let's go back to the top, and we find that Sand has gone up to first place. He's past Shark, who is 1 second behind, and then at third place Maurice9 is still keeping that position, 2 seconds ahead of Spam. So we're seeing the distances getting larger now, 17 seconds between first and 22nd place. And yeah, if Sand wins this race, this will be his 8th victory in the race, and with that it's gonna be only 1 victory behind Raysons. Raysons, who of course has not played the race since a couple of months now, but he's still leading in that chart, and will lead it after this race as well. See Sand hitting that ceiling, or that wall rather, and that could actually be a good idea. I don't know, maybe you land quicker if you do that. So it could be a good strat. Let's follow Sand through this lap. Lap 7 out of 23. And of course we can see here below which players have left the server. Javi being one of them. Probably remove this part though, because it kind of is in the way of spectating the cars. But anyway, Sand going through to the next lap, lap 8 as the leader right now. He's 2 seconds ahead of Shark. Then we got Maurice9 at 3rd, Spam at 4th, Shorty at 5th, Hucky Jr. at 6th in his first race, Dex at 7th, Tom at 8th, Fuzzy at 9th, Link at 10th, Alexor at 11th. We'll pass Batistarco now, we'll go down to 12th, Alexor at 13th, Shorch at 14th, Sneak at 15th, Kilburn at 16th, Triple X at 17th, Smee at 18th, Dovey at 19th, Zack at 20th. Not anymore, he will fall down. Buzz Wanted will pass, and also ranked. So Zack is down to 22nd place right now. And at the local records, we see that Sand still got the best time. 1 minute 52 seconds and 58 hundredths ahead of Maurice9 and Shark. Close times though. And we see Zack with another mistake. He drops down to 27th place. And he's also lagging quite a lot, so hopefully we'll be able to finish the race. See an ignored time there for Razor as well, or an invalid time rather, so it's also disconnected, it seems. And yeah, it definitely, when you participate in this race, that's just sadly something you have to take into consideration. It's very, very common that your game will crash. The game is really unstable when it comes to this kind of race. So yeah, it happens a lot. Unfortunately. I really would like to know how many players disconnect every race. I think it's probably up to like 20 or 30 players, would be my guess. Oh, see Shark, the new local record. 1 minute 52 seconds, 41 hundredths. As we follow Shark through this lap, he is lagging quite a lot. Gets good speed here. And goes into lap 9 at 27th place. Sand remains in the lead, but only with about 2 seconds, so definitely cannot feel safe with that. A lot can still happen. We are seeing some gaps though between Shark and Maurice9. Maurice9 is 3 seconds behind Shark. And then he in turn is 3 seconds ahead of Spam, who in turn is 5 seconds ahead of Shorty. And then Shorty is 4 seconds ahead of Hucky Jr. So yeah, seeing some gaps. Hucky Jr. is 3 seconds ahead of Tom. And then it's starting to get a bit closer after that, around the 20-second mark, with Batistarco at 8th place. But the Starco just ahead of Link. Let's go through the speed section. I think Link might have had a better wall ride, yes, so he will go up to 7th place. Almost hit that checkpoint. Wow, Sand is now 4 seconds ahead of Shark. So Sand keeping a good pace, and Link gets a landing bug. That's a bad place to get a landing bug. Look at this, Link now at 10th place because of that. You can't afford to lose your speed on this map. You will lose so much time with that. So Link at 10th place right now. See, Sneak has gone up in the rankings quite a lot. It's now up to 13th place. Doing fairly well. Never been on the podium before. Not sure if he's actually finished a race. I know he's played in a couple of races before, but not sure if he's actually finished one. I'm gonna look it up in my Google spreadsheet. No, Sneak is not on the scoreboard, so he's never finished a race. Maybe this will be his first. He's doing pretty well at 12th place, so it might be worth finishing for once. Although he might have also had disconnects, of course. Again, it's very common. Oh, makes a mistake there, and gonna see Kilburn, Link, Edward, and Smee pass him. Very close between these players. And Shark now, Sand now 5 seconds ahead of Shark. That is interesting. Sand might be on his way to win the race for the 7th time. And with this, of course, if he gets on the podium this week, he will take over the lead in most amount of podium placements with 14 times. One more over Shorty. So Sneak is 25 seconds behind Sand. Looks like Spam is now really close to Marseille 9, so let's follow Spam through the next lap. Lap 12. I see Sneak entering that lap, so let's follow Spam now. He should be just behind Marseille 9, yes. He was about to overlap Wolfie. Whoa! That was a huge crash from Wolfie. Hit the side of the road and went straight up in the air. Lose a couple of positions with that. Anyways, here is Spam following on camera 3. Got Chicane ahead of him. I think might be 1 lap behind. Or 2. See here, so both Spam and Marseille 9 going around that checkpoint. You can also cut it a bit. As we saw a couple of players do in the start, but maybe they found out that was kind of risky and didn't go for that anymore. And Marseille 9 is keeping the lead here over Spam. Spam's not really getting any closer, on the looks of it. They are about to enter lap 12. See how they approach this turn. Any differently, perhaps? Slightly different. Yeah, Marseille 9 is keeping that 3rd place, but not with much. Marseille 9, of course, has been on the podium a lot of times as well, 6 times. And Spam, of course, has been on the podium 8 times. And a new local record there from Sand as well, 1 minute 52 seconds 12 hundredths. He continues to lead and he continues to build that lead as well. It's now 5.5 seconds ahead of Shark. So it's looking promising for Sand, who is known for not making any mistakes really. So I'd be surprised here if he actually did a mistake, but we'll see. That was one player who made a mistake in front of him. Oh, and there is a mistake from Sand. Hits the wall and will lose quite a lot of time with that. Shark avoids the wall and should get maybe 2 seconds closer now. Let's see. Yeah, he's below 5 seconds at least. A couple more of the sand and Shark could potentially take first. Again, would be the first time he wins. Has been on the podium once at 3rd place. And we do have a pretty big gap down to 5th place, which is Shorty. He's 8 seconds behind Spam, and yeah, 15 seconds behind Sand. So looks like we already might have the players that will be on the podium, or the players that are fighting for the podium at least. Sand, Shark, Mars89 and Spam. Shorty will have a tough time here catching up. This track is not really that difficult, so it's hard to, unless the players make a mistake, then it's hard to catch up. And you in turn can of course not afford making any mistakes. And that's a bad landing from Shorty, will not have good speed. He's still far ahead of Haki Jr. though, at 6th place. Let's follow him through the next lap, which is lap 13. Six seconds behind Shorty, and then only about 1 second ahead of Tom. Again, this is Haki Jr.'s first race. And for being the first race, he's doing really good at 6th place. Close to the wall. And of course, Haki Jr., one of few players who drive with camera 3. So this is actually his point of view when he drives. Definitely the least popular camera view of the game. And now he enters the obstacle part. Then the speed section, and he's not really lost any time against Sand. Still 22 seconds behind. Not catching up to Shorty either. And Shark is only 3 seconds behind Sand now, so it's getting closer. Definitely got a close race. And now Haki Jr. gets a bad landing. Seems to be a trend. So he will not have good speed here. Tom might be able to... No, he's behind. But yeah, we are into lap 14 now. Sand currently in the lead. 3 seconds ahead of Shark. And then 7 seconds ahead of Spam, who is having a close fight here with Mars89 for 3rd place. And then Shorty is at 5th place. Haki Jr., as mentioned, is at 6th, Tom at 7th, Batistarco at 8th. Wonder actually who that is, if it's it's his login as well, so doing pretty well. 8th place, we got Fuzzy at 9th, Edward at 10th, Dex at 11th, Rank at 12th, Dido at 13th, Alexor at 14th, Triple X at 15th, Taskbolt at 16th, Bart at 17th, Smee at 18th, Chills at 19th, Boss Wanted at 20th, CC Man at 21st, and Wag at 22nd. And then for the local records, Sand is still in lead with a time of 1 minute 52 seconds at 12 hundredths, ahead of Shark and Shorty. Only 3 players under 153. Thanks Lotus for subscribing. You see Wag, they had entry into the obstacle part. Still keeps at 22nd place. Follow him through this lap. Sand should be pretty close to entering the next lap already. Goes really wide here in the end, but I think that is actually a good idea because we want to have a lot of speed going into the next lap. So Wag still at 22nd place, trying to hunt down his teammate CZ Man. Alright, I guess now is about the time to go through the pages again for the last time. So here's Vertigo for OWG, Turkish player at 30th place, got Nene in front and Nymph behind. Next page we got Ave for Team Q, Swedish player at 46th place, also drives for the Nations Cup team for Sweden. Got Nixta in front and Whale behind. Next page we got Sadlik from Czech Republic, got is at 61st place and have a close fight here with Skid Racer, about to enter the next lap, and got Make Love behind him. On the next page we got a lot of display players. Lumar at 69th, and we got Gusby and Mentos just ahead. Lumar though got Shadi in front and then Playday behind him. Next page we got SRV at 96th place, a French player. Got Claleroy in front, and then behind is Sweetie, who drives for Spam. It's at 97th place, and that makes a mistake, we'll have to respawn. Alright, the next page, let's see if we can find who's currently the last player again. Might be Mao Mute at 123rd place, Finnish player. I think that might be it, yeah. A lot of players have quit the race or disconnected. As you can see, we were at 176 players in the start and now down to 122 players. Let's follow Mao Mute through the next lap. And we are at lap 16 out of 23. So getting closer to the end. Is Mao Mute. Not sure which lap he might be on. Might be 1 or 2 laps behind here. But let's go back to the top again. Sand keeps that lead, but only with 1.5 seconds now. So yeah, Shark is definitely getting closer for each lap. And we have a very exciting fight for first place. Here's Shark, not far behind whatsoever. And then we also have a fight for third place between Mars A9 and Spam. And then of course we got a gap up down to Shorty. He is 6 seconds behind Spam, who sets a 4th local record. So yeah, it looks like Sand, Shark, Mars A9 and Spam are the 4 players that are fighting for the podium positions this week. And Sand, if he wins, this is gonna be the 7th time, but he is now only 1 second behind Shark. Shark seems to be driving faster than Sand. Will Shark be able to catch up to Sand before this is over and win the race for the first time? Now he's actually 2 seconds behind Sand again, so I guess he made a mistake. Great obstacle part here from Sand. And he's now 6.5 seconds behind ahead of Shark. What happened to Shark? He might have had to respawn. So yeah, now it's looking much better for Sand. Crucial mistake there from Shark. puts him almost 7 seconds behind Sand. And actually, Marseille 9 and Spam are not far behind whatsoever now. Only 2 seconds behind Shark, so maybe Shark will lose that second place. He might not even be on the podium. That is a possibility. See an invalid time there from Nashville. Unfortunate. Marseille 9 and Spam has been close to each other throughout the whole race. Wow, interesting there that Marseille 9 did not took a jump and Spam did not, but seems to be about equally fast. Marseille 9 still with the lead. Oh, but here comes Spam with more speed. And he will go up to third place. Passes Marseille 9. But so back and forth between these two players. Marseille 9 now back to third place again. And now Spam up to third place. And Sand now almost 7 seconds ahead of Shark. Looks like he might be able to win the race again. Let's follow this fight now for third place. Marseille 9 with more speed. This is insanely close right now. Marseille 9 with more speed going into the speed section. So he builds up a small lead. Both these guys are losing time on Sand. They are both over 10 seconds behind now. And Sand has entered lap 18 out of 23. Oh, and Marseille 9 gets a bad landing. He gets a bad landing and Spam can extend that lead. About 1 second ahead now. And wow. Shorty is 9 seconds behind Marseille 9. That's crazy. And then 6 seconds ahead of Hack Jr., who still is at 6th place. Then we got Tom at 7th. Dex at 8th. No, but Starko will pass him. And we got Ranked at 10th. Edward at 11th. Very close between these players still. Triple X not far behind either at 13th. Taskbolt only 2 seconds behind Triple X. We have a couple of seconds down to Bart at 15th. Was Wanted at 16th. Fuzzy at 17th. Max C at 18th. CC Man at 19th. Ask Me at 20th. Alexor at 21st. And Wag still at 22nd place. And I believe Sand still got the best time. Yes, it's about 30 tenths ahead of Shark. So we only got a couple of laps left to go. The race with Sand keeping that lead. Shark was less than 1 second behind Sand at one point, but then apparently made a mistake at the middle of the map and now is over 7 seconds behind. Sand has entered lap 19 out of 23 now. Still looking good. And yeah, might get the double this week. We don't see that too often either. That is to win the race and also get the best lap. It's only happened a handful of times as well. Sand is one of few players who have done that in the past. Might be able to do it again. Follow Sand through this lap. To overlap Lars and also got Malin front. And passes them in one sweep. And then does the cut there in the checkpoint. Some players do not do it. I definitely think it's faster to do it the way Sand is doing it, but also a bit requires a bit more precision, so it is riskier for sure. And yep, Sand keeps that 7-second lead over Shark. And the Shark, in turn, is keeping a couple of seconds over Marseille 9, who's back to 3rd place now. Interesting, and Spam is 2 seconds behind Marseille 9. So Spam must have made a major mistake to lose that much time. Anyways, here comes Sand entering lap 21 out of 23. So only a few more laps left to go. Shark still at 2nd place, entering the lap now. And then we still have that close fight for 3rd place between Marseille 9 and Spam. Kind of want to follow this fight, to be honest. It's definitely the most exciting fight right now on the track. Only 1 turn behind Marseille 9, so can definitely go up on the podium again. But time is running out. We only got 3 more laps left to go, and soon only 2 once this is over. See now how Marseille 9 and Spam will do this turn differently from Sand, go around the checkpoint. Best landing there from Spam. Do you see Marseille 9 adding a couple of tenths on his lead? We will now enter lap 22, and a new local record there from Shark. 1 minute 51 seconds 57 hundredths. So looks like Sand, unless he sets a new local record in these 2 last laps, we're not going to see a double. And with that, Shark is actually getting 2 seconds closer to Sand as well. Sand might actually be driving a bit safer now, knowing that he only got a few more laps left to go, or 2 more laps left to go now, so might not be driving as quick anymore. And that of course gives a chance here for Shark, who got nothing to lose, might drive a bit on the edge and try to catch up. He's still 5.5 seconds behind, so Sand can definitely afford driving a bit more safe, not take as many risks. Ooh, someone made a flip there. That turn is definitely tricky. Alright, Sand entering the speed section for the second to last time now. And we got 1 more lap left to go after this one. Comes this turn here where we've seen a couple of landing bugs before, but Sand avoids it and will enter the last lap with a lot of speed, and actually sets a new second local record, 1 minute 52 seconds and 12 hundredths. So maybe he is actually trying to go for that double. I thought he would drive a bit safer, but I guess not. And Shark 5.5 seconds behind still. So he's definitely also driving fast through these last couple of laps. And then Marseille 9 now 4 seconds ahead of Spam. 4 seconds ahead of Spam. And that means probably means that Marseille 9 will take 3rd place this week. Such a close fight between Spam and Marseille 9. And wow, what? We got a 20-second gap down to Haki Jr. at 5th place. That is crazy. And Shorty has actually probably made a mistake because he was at 5th place far ahead of Haki Jr. but now down to 6th place. But anyways, let's follow Sand through the last lap. He's 7 seconds ahead of Shark now. So built up his lead a bit more. And I think he is probably gonna win this one. I don't see him making any big mistakes anymore. He has to respawn in the speed section perhaps, but the speed section is not that difficult, so I think he's gonna get past it without any problems. And then after that we don't have any difficult turns, so I think it's safe to say now that Sand is going to win the race. This will be his 8th victory. With that, he's only behind Raysons with 1. He makes a mistake here in the end, but he can afford it. He's still 6 seconds ahead of Shark. And with this, he will of course be first at most amount of podium placement with 14 times. Here comes Sand, winning fB's weekly race edition 33. GG. And Shark is gonna be on the podium for the 2nd time, takes 2nd place. And then Marseille 9 able to defeat Spam in the end and will take 3rd place. That is the podium. Sand at 1st, Shark at 2nd, and Marseille 9 at 3rd. Spam will take a good 4th place. And then Shorty has passed Haki Jr. Haki Jr. has dropped down to 7th place. Interesting. It's pretty close here between Tom and Shorty as well. Yeah, but it looks like Shorty, I think, is gonna take 5th place. Yeah, no problem. Shorty will take 5th place. Then Tom takes 6th. And Haki Jr. in his first race takes 7th place in the end. Was at 5th place there. Didu takes 8th. Rank takes 9th. Triple X takes 10th. Batistarco takes 11th. Edward is gonna take 12th place. And again, now there's a 15-minute timer here for everyone else to finish the race. And after the race is over, I will give out 2 stadium demo keys in my Twitch chat. So if you want to participate, just be in my Twitch chat. Taskball takes 13th. Boss Warner takes 14th. Dex takes 15th. Alexor takes 16th. Wag takes 17th. Fuzzy will take 18th. Bart will take 19th. Maxi will take 20th. Askme takes 21st. And Sirs will take 22nd. Then we got Zack at 23rd. Nene at 24th. Tirley at 25th. CCman at 26th. Vertigo at 27th. Brownie at 28th. Clocker at 29th. Me at 30th. Bloody at 31st. No, Speedy will pass him. Bloody takes 32nd. Fredel Shaman takes 33rd. Nim takes 34th. Whale will take 35th place. Then we got Razorlight taking 36th. Magnet takes 37th. Nixta will take 38th. John will take 39th. Kavi will take 40th place. Very, very close. Small gap here down to Gado now at 41st. And we'll take 41st as well. Sundra is next up. We'll take 42nd place. Rox takes 43rd. Guileboom takes 44th. Gus will take 45th. Berserk gets a good landing and enters the finish with 46th place. CZZ for Cyber will take 47th. And we got King Tim for Dak SP on his way to take 48th place. 12 minutes left on the clock. Next page we got Nelky for EDRM, takes 49th. And then Mentos is behind him for Display, takes 50th place. Kid Racer take 51st. And then we got Nexor who takes 52nd. Sadlik will take 53rd. Vince will take 54th. Min will take not 55th. Looks like Mickey will pass him, and Min will not take 56th either. Shoddy will pass him. Make Love will take 57th. Trippy will take 58th. Gatsby will take 59th, Mobius will take 60th, Lumar will take 61st, and then Min finally finished there. No, he's not finished. Ice9 will take 62nd, Wolfie will take 63rd. Yeah, I think Min just quit the race, possibly. Yeah, he's not driving anymore, so he decided to not finish the race for some unknown reason. I think that is pretty disrespectful, but whatever. So Makusta takes 66th, QE will take 67th, Lars will take 68th, Timon will take 69th. Then we got Sins taking 70th, Fox Striker will take 71st. And then Chicane is next up. Gets a landing bug in the end, of course. And Chicane will take 72nd place. 10 minutes left on the clock. Following Kivo. Will take 74th. No, 73rd of course. Gonzo will take 74th. Jumper will take 75th. Chaos Rat will take 76th. Keek will take 77th. Curtinus will take 78th. Then we got Alpha. Who will take 79th. Croquette will take 80th place. Lars will take 81st. Tompa will take 82nd. CK for IGN on his way to take 84th place. So we'll do. Then we got Claleroy taking 84th. Minuit is gonna drive backwards and take 85th place. SRV is next up, takes 87th. Septac ahead of Flow. Septac will take 88th. Flow will take 89th. Then we got Ghost, no, Lynchen at 90th place. So we've still got a lot of players driving. Hopefully they can all finish. Here comes Lynchen, will take 90th place. The next up is Ellie. Takes 90th place, of course. Then we got Pishy for display. Takes 91st. Gotta keep in mind here that Min is not part of the ranking anymore. So Peak takes 92nd place. MC Java takes 93rd. Nike Martin 765 takes 94th. And Fluffy Mittens takes 95th. Basley will take 96th. And Force takes 97th. SpaceX. Still a couple of turns left. And I get a suggestion here that there should be a countdown, but I think that is too little. Definitely want it to be at 15 minutes. I think that's better. SpaceX takes 98th place. Toka Jr. will take 99th. And we've got Dark Cooper, who will be the 100th player to finish the race. Nashel take 101st place, just ahead of Weeks at 102nd. Laximus takes 103rd. And then we have a bigger gap down to Frumple. 8 minutes left on the clock, actually 7 minutes left on the clock. We got 4 players still driving. Hopefully they can all finish. Frumple will. And we got the Stretch left, and will take 104th place. Then we got Molly. 106th. We'll take 105th, of course. I keep forgetting Min. And then next up is Elephant and that is no. We got Gas Bonanza also driving, of course. Elephant is on the last lap. Only got 5 more checkpoints, so he will be able to finish. Gas Bonanza still might be still got 1 more lap left to go, perhaps. So, but there's still time left. 6 minutes left on the clock. So. Elephant will take 106th place, and then we only got Gas Bonanza still driving, and yeah, I think he still got 1 more lap left to go, but should be able to finish the race. 6 minutes left on the clock, 1 lap is about 2 minutes, so should be doable. And I guess I should disable these private messages so they don't get abused. So Gas Bonanza entering the last lap now. Think so, at least. Got 551 checkpoints right now, so sounds like this could be the last lap. To the small dirt section of the map. Five minutes left on the clock. Some adjustments there over the dirt. But as long as he can keep avoiding to respawn, then he should be able to make it. Yeah, this is definitely the last lap for Gas Bonanza. He got 10 more checkpoints to pass, so should be it. Entering the obstacle part now. It's the pole a bit, but still no respawns. Going into the speed section. Does it well. And now only got a couple of normal turns, tech turns left to pass, and then should be able to finish. And in the meantime, I should save the replay, of course. Let's do that now. There we go. Alright, so Gas Bonanza, only 1 turn left to go now. Will take 107th place. 3 minutes left on the clock. So that's great. Everyone still driving was able to finish the race. Here's Gas Bonanza taking 107th place. So that is the race. Let's summarize it. Sand wins the race for the 8th time, and this is the 14th time that he's on the podium, and with that he is at 1st place now, ahead of Shorty. Still behind Raysons in most amount of wins though. Shark takes 2nd, 2nd time he's on the podium. Then Mars A9 takes 3rd. 7th time for Mars A9 on the podium. Then best lap went to Shark with a time of 1 minute 51 seconds and 57 hundredths. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for participating. See you next Saturday.